And now, we'd like to feature...
Welcome. We are the two Aussie investors here for your entertainment to talk property, shares, gold, cryptocurrency, or maybe I got those in the wrong order, but finally and most importantly, NVX.
The fucking X.
I am Anzac, and with me tonight, the always incredible, the long contained, the often imitated, but the never duplicated, it's Grovesy. One day I'm going to put a roar in there.
Yeah, rather than the bloody the silence noise. The
crickets.
The crickets.
The crickets. So is it ever going to be boring? Are we ever going to meet up?
Oh, what a week.
And think,
what a week.
Oh, fucking nothing's happened this week. There's nothing to read. Like,
there's just so much going on in the world.
There's
at the moment,
so much shit going on.
Just unbelievable. If there's not fucking interest rates, it's bloody Novonix going up and down. It's crypto coming back. It's just nuts.
Just had to turn my heater off. It's fucking annoying me. It's cold as hell. So yeah, let's jump
bring
into
on spring.
What am
bring on the footy finals. Bring on spring.
Yeah.
Bring on the stock market coming back, I say. And interest rates go get fucked. They can start coming down.
Oh shit! I've hit whiteboard. That's not what I want. Stop screening. What do I want to share screen desktop? That's a one. Is that it? Can you see that,
Yep, that's it. Can see that.
Okay. So I was going to do this one first here because that is today.
Oh, yeah. This is
Reserve
today,
Bank.
fresh off the...
Yeah. Start with the biggest news today for Australians, I guess.
Yeah.
Reserve Bank lifts rates as it forecasts, so I guess not fucking surprising news.
Everyone was predicting 0.5. So
yeah. Slower economic growth and higher unemployment. The bank has now raised the official cash rate by 1.75 percentage points in 4 months, the most aggressive hiking moves in nearly 30 years.
Wow, I didn't know that. Nearly 30 years. Mm. Oh, it looks like Point Cook.
It does, mate. That looks just like your house there.
I know.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Governor Philip Lowe insert. The RBA has now raised, we just read that shit. The Reserve Bank's unprecedented succession of interest rate hikes is expected to dramatically slow the economy and drive up unemployment, as it concedes that high inflation and increased borrowing costs are putting pressure on household budgets and slashing home values. Okay.
I mean, I think they were saying unemployment might go from 3.5 back up to 4, but really, that's still more than full employment.
It's seriously fuck all still.
It might mean you've got to wait an extra month to find a job or an extra 2 weeks. Then if you unfortunately get made redundant or lose your job.
The RBA also expects inflation to reach 7.75% by
7.75,
up from its May prediction of 5.8.
Holy shit!
Inflation is expected to stay above 4% through next year before falling to about 3% in 2024. That'd be nice, yeah.
3% would be great. There'd be no more need for hikes.
Yep. The future interest rate decisions will be guided by incoming data, Lowe said. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're all predictions, right? So if everyone starts tightening their wallets, then, they might not have to rake as aggressively.
Yeah. All right. Homeowners with about 200 billion in mortgages, about 10% of the Australian home loan market, would be at risk of falling behind on their repayments if official interest rates climb to 3%, a leading analyst has warned. Okay, there you go. All right. So,
But what does 3% mean? I'm assuming 3% means about 6%,
yeah,
because the
Yeah.
banks normally add about 2.5.
yeah,
Well, yeah,
Or
about
more.
2.5% is normally their margin.
yeah.
That might mean about 5.5% on a variable rate.
All
But
right.
still,
You sent this to me a few days ago.
oh yeah, what was this one about again? Oh yeah, this is why Novonix had the massive, and all the battery stocks had a massive increase over the last 7 days,
Oh, okay, yeah. So
because
this was
they're
published
past
last Thursday.
last Thursday, because we had a massive pump on Novonix last Thursday, and it had a massive dump this week.
Today.
Yesterday and today.
Yesterday. Yes, yesterday mainly, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a fucking roll. When has it never been
I know.
even when it was pumping, like it was a roller coaster then too. You know, you'd have your down days of 10% in your month.
Yeah. But this bill is basically putting through that 369 billion package,
Yeah,
which
wow.
the components of it are giving loans to companies like Novonix and
Okay.
incentivizing. There's all the main points to it.
Yep.
Incentivizing people to buy. There's a $7,500 tax credit to buy new electric vehicles.
Yep. This is in the States, yeah.
This is in the States.
We've got that in
America.
Australia too, don't we? We've got a lot of these.
Yeah, same, really. But I guess we don't have these massive bills where they're lending to businesses in Australia.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think from what I read, there's going to be a progressive scale on how much of American green businesses, how much they want in the supply chain. So by like 2035, they want to have 80% in the supply chain for electric vehicles being American manufacturers. It's like on a sliding scale. I think I'll find it next week so we can show it to people next week, because it's quite interesting. So they're basically saying we are definitely moving away from China, even Europe, the rest of the world. We're bringing everything in-house.
Yeah.
And we're going green.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting.
Yeah.
And hence why we saw, who was it? Syra got a $100 million loan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's only a matter of time before Novonix gets a $100 million loan as well, because they're the minimum loans as part of this bill that's gone through.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, the next, I know I had that in the wrong area. The next is all property stuff. Is that okay? We go straight to property.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we started off with interest rates. We've moved to fucking.
Stop moaning. Start owning.
Yeah. I stop moaning and start owning. Okay. This again is a few days old. When was this? Published on the 27th of July. So it was last week. And I mean, we've heard this before too. Remember the big one a few years ago was stop eating avocado toast.
Avocado, smashed avocado sandwiches.
Smashed avocado toast. And there's been plenty of it. And I thought that was just a nice little kind of catchphrase. Stop moaning and start owning.
Start owning.
Renters are now facing more competition than ever.
She's cute. Straight off the bat. You've done well. Who's this? Realestate.com. You got yourself a hottie. She's got nice, beautiful, long hair, blonde hair, and look at those lips. I mean, they're beautiful. Look at her.
Yeah.
Hottie.
And she's articulate.
Eleanor. Her name's Eleanor.
Eleanor.
I love her already. She's only said 5 words, and I'm in love. I'm in love for the first time. But this time I know it's for real. Okay, Eleanor, please continue.
Total supply of properties available to rent has been trending down since mid-2020, and rental days on site hit a new historic low in February and have declined most in the inner city Sydney and Melbourne, where days on site for rental listings are now at their lowest since the onset of the pandemic.
Is there a hint of an accent there? It's not a broad Aussie accent.
A little bit English. Well, she's
something
private privately educated, I'd say.
Yeah. One of these.
Unlike myself.
fucking Rich Melbourneians. Okay.
City life is slowly recovering, international travel has resumed, and people are returning to capital cities.
Yay!
Drivers of rental demand.
Woo!
Competition has already ramped, placing upwards pressure on rent.
Oh, she's a pom for sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit
fucking
of Tommy, isn't
sure.
it? Or she's been educated in
Yeah,
Oxford
yep,
or Harvard or
yep.
one of those.
Yep. But she's wearing a t-shirt. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
nothing fancy about that t-shirt, you know?
No.
No.
This is only set to get more acute as an influx of international students and workers return to Australia.
Yay!
For renters,
Woo!
this means more competition and rental price
Good.
pressure.
Yay!
However, increased
More students for your business, cuz,
Yeah.
for your work.
pressures. Currently, the share of email inquiry on realestate.com.au from investors is hovering around a 3-year high, as investors
Wow.
actually look to capitalise on tight rental market conditions now that economic uncertainty has subsided.
Hottie.
Okay.
Hottie. That's all I want to say. Hot. One word. Hot. Hot, hot,
Hot.
hot. Three
Hot,
words.
hot,
Hot, hot, hot. I could watch that again
Hot to try.
all day just for her. Like, seriously. Fuck. Good work, realestate.com. You haven't got some fuckwit, balding, aged piece of shit like us, you know?
Exactly.
You got a fucking hottie. That's what we
Yeah.
want. You know? No one wants to look at you and I. We know
I
that.
I bet
know?
you she rents a lot of properties or sells
She
a lot of
fucking
properties.
ran everything she opened. You know? All right. Next property one. Oh, okay. Look, she's all right too. City rentals
Oh,
have
yeah.
gone. Okay, this is more. It's the
For
same
borrowers,
shit.
just as quickly as the Reserve
Gone in days.
cut
Wow.
interest rates at the start of the pandemic, it's now moving to get the cash rate higher.
Kate, her name
Lenders
is.
have been quick to pass on the rate rises to borrowers with a variable home loan, and fixed rates have continued to rise in anticipation of future hikes. At the same time, households are feeling the squeeze at the checkout as the cost of living soars.
She's cute too. She's got a nicer suit on, but you know, it just
Looks
shows.
a bit more professional.
The last honey was wearing a t-shirt, you know,
Yeah.
$2 t-shirt and fucking killed it. This one's wearing a
Yep.
nice suit, probably expensive, and
Yeah.
just can't keep up.
Supply chain disruptions and material shortages during the pandemic have been further exacerbated by the war in Ukraine, which has driven
Bloody
up
Russians.
food.
What?
Bloody Russians. Putin.
Fucking
His
Russians.
fault.
Seriously, fucking Russians. But they're hot. They
Yeah,
are hot,
true.
as we discussed.
Housing and power. And the RBA says inflation is only going to get worse in the months ahead. But with households already burdened
Hey, it's your house, Grocie.
This is my
Hey.
house.
with high living costs, why would the RBA also raise rates? Well, to put it simply, one of the RBA's main goals are to keep inflation sustainably within a target range of between 2 and 3%.
Well, you're fucking
Interest
way
rates are
off,
one of the
hey?
tools
You're way off.
proposal
Fucking
to achieve
7.75 they're
that.
saying.
Raising the
Jesus
cash rate,
Christ.
the RBA will essentially slow down borrowing and spending activity by making debt more expensive, and that has a cooling effect on inflation. Already, the effects of high interest rates are starting to flow through. Consumers are feeling less confident, which is usually an indication that they're likely to spend less. Property prices have also started to fall as buyers factor in the impact of higher interest rates. The higher costs will no doubt add pressure to many households, but overall, most are in a position to handle those higher mortgage repayments. Unemployment is at its lowest level in half a century. Household saving buffers are strong, and most people have built
Fuck, I'm a bit sick of this. How much to go on?
Yeah.
How much to go?
up substantial equity in their homes thanks to the pandemic surge in house prices.
Thank you, Kate. See you later.
There you go.
You're
Thanks,
right,
Kate.
but I prefer the other hot route.
Yeah.
All right, this is the same shit again. This is our
Rent
third
price
video
surge.
on rental price
Yeah.
surge. And look, but another hottie, I think we got to watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Prices
We'll just watch a
in
little bit of
theory,
it.
no one
Oh, yep, she's cute. Okay. Yep, nice.
with Sydney renters now
With Sydney renters.
seeing prices soar while supply quickly dwindles. It's no better for those looking to enter the market, with first home buyers forced to spend more to lock in their dream properties.
Yeah, hottie, cuz.
Saturday morning in Surrey Hills.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
An early auction drawing big crowds and even bigger interest.
Sydney real estate market is very much alive and well.
This two-bedroom renovator's delight was
Renovate.
snapped up in
Jesus.
Wow.
The dump.
So good work. So give him a
For the non-Sydneyites. Holy shit, 1.3 million. Where's Surrey Hills?
They all want to transform this little beauty.
Martin Muscat had the
Transform
winning
this little
bid,
beauty.
spending a little more than he'd planned.
Ever so slightly, but only ever so slightly.
Good on ya,
He's
Martin
not alone.
Muscat.
More than a third of his home buyers spent more than they planned to. Of those, nearly 1 in 10 fork out more than $100,000 extra.
Yeah,
FOMO
wow.
was a big issue. People thought they were going to get priced out of the market, so
Shit.
it really prompted a lot of people to jump in.
While this Surrey Hills home does need a little
That's
bit
a
of work,
beautiful
we would say
fireplace
they
there,
say
Grovesy. Look at that.
places like this are becoming increasingly harder to find, therefore creating even more competition. But it's even worse for those looking to rent. Sydney's rental prices have soared by 6% in the past year. That's despite the number of listings falling by more than a fifth.
The most
Wow.
expensive
Wow.
suburbs are.
Oh, here's your mate, Grovesy.
Ah,
old Cameron. Good
The
old
Kush.
Silver Fox. Eh?
it's the Kush. We call him the
Kush.
Kush.
It's the Kush stuff.
It's
Push the Kush.
star.
Eh? Push the Kush.
Vale, Vaucluse. For units, it's Bangor and Hinchinbrook, which have seen the greatest increase in rents.
And we're being warned that won't be changing anytime soon.
Rents are going to continue to grow over the next 12 to 18 months.
All right, there you go.
Where's Surrey Hills? Cuz? Is that
Surrey
in the
Hills
city
is
or-
well, funny enough, I've got a property in Darlinghurst. Surrey
Oh,
Hills
yeah.
is the next suburb, so it's right in the heart of the city. And
Yeah, yeah.
where,
So,
where
so that's
my
why
place
it's 1.3
is,
million.
where my place is, it's kind of in Surrey Hills, but it's one of those suburbs that has a little bit, of a street, a
Yeah.
block, let's say, that goes into Surrey Hills, and it's still Darlinghurst.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, it's where my place is that you came many years
Yeah.
ago.
So pretty inner city Sydney though.
Oh,
That's why you're
fuck
paying
yeah.
one-
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
why you're paying
it's-
1.3 million. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough conversations about prices. The Melbourne suburbs where house prices have fallen most. Well, I know fuck all about Melbourne, so Grovesy, you got to talk
Yeah.
about this shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
these
Turok, I've heard of this one. That's like
two racks where all of the rich listers live.
is it pronounced Turak?
Two rack. Yeah.
I always thought it was Turok. Okay, well there
Nah.
you go. I'll shut
Turak.
up from now on.
It's two rack, darling. Two rack.
And St Kilda East, I know that one. Or I know
Kilda,
St Kilda.
Brighton. Brighton's where Warney lived.
Oh,
Brighton's where
okay.
all the footballers live. That's beach.
All the
Southeast
AFL
beach.
players.
All the AFL players. It's all the executives. They all live in
Oh, okay. So it's
Brighton.
rich.
Armidale. Yeah. Box Hill is Chinese. The Chinese Asian community live out there.
Yep.
Caulfield's kind of the Jewish community, same as St Kilda East.
Oh, yep.
Hawthorne, Clayton. Well, Clayton's kind of out near where my dad lives, like Bentley, out that way. That's kind of
I mean,
middle suburbia.
these all good places.
These are all very, very nice suburbs of Melbourne.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
like pristine,
North Melbourne.
pristine suburbs.
Yeah.
North Melbourne's not that great, but it's very close to the CBD. Okay.
All right. So this is where.
So yeah, I mean, you're going to the prices are going to have the biggest hits are going to be the multi-million-dollar ones.
Okay, where property prices rose the most. We're just looking at these prices, so they're cheaper. These
Yeah,
ones.
and these are all kind of in the southeast, but about probably 40 k's out. But the beautiful beach is down on the peninsulas.
Nice.
So the reason that's gone up is a lot of people have moved down there because they don't have to commute
Exactly.
to the city every day.
Exactly.
They might not have to work 2 days a week in the city now.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly what I do. I work 2 days in the
Yeah.
city,
Yeah.
But that would have been unheard of not long ago. And now it's kind of like,
It's just a given now.
it's quite
really, isn't it?
normal now to
Yeah.
not work every day, in the office or at the school
Yeah.
or this or that.
Probably 3 days is kind of the 2 to 3 days.
Here's
what I'm
another
hearing
one
on the
from you.
ground.
Melbourne house prices drops 20 grand as supersized interest rates rise,
Yeah.
buyers' pockets. The same shit.
just same shit, really. Yeah, I don't really need to look too much at it.
Median house prices.
Well, I actually, this was surprising because look, it hasn't really come down that much, has it? Like Sydney's come down 2.7, Melbourne 0.9 in a quarter, but down from like 1.5 in a million. So it's stuff all really, I think.
Fuck all. You know.
Look at
So
the annual change.
Average,
it's still
the
up
median house price in Sydney's 1.5 million.
1.5.
It's fucking huge.
But the annual change year on year is still up 8%.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
so
still
a lot of
gangbusters.
these articles, these property articles, they're a lot of clickbait, aren't they? You know, like
I think so,
into
yeah.
the
Because
fucking world and it's going down so much. But you look at that, you're like, well, no, it's still up over a year.
yeah,
You know, that's look, it's still fucking quarterly change. Adelaide's still going up.
yeah.
All right. Next one. Oh, I got this one. This is late last week. Remember, there's always these when rental prices are going up. I just said it, clickbait. They always have this, you know, oh, it's affecting this person, that person. I mean, single mum with disabled son wouldn't be easy. Finds rental home, and maybe this one is they don't get it or something, or you know, maybe let's not watch this. It's probably a bad story. Do you want to watch this?
Nah, let's keep positive.
Yeah, keep positive. We need some fucking positive energy. But I guess my point is that the media loves to find sob stories of people getting fucked over because rent's going up, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there'd be a single mum out there with a disabled son that has an investment property that's rented out suddenly for more than she's ever got, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's two sides to the fucking coin. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But they wouldn't fucking play that now, would they? You know? Nah. It's always
they want you to click on it. They want you to click on the sob stories.
Yeah. Well, speaking of click on, look at these fucking buttheads. What do we got here? Fed hikes interest rates. Okay, this was last week too, yeah?
Yeah.
Last Wednesday. But I thought, you know, it happened in Australia today.
Yeah.
It happened in America last week. Should we watch a bit of these?
And America basically dictates what's going to happen to the rest of the world most of the time because it's all
definitely
interrelated.
here too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Percentage point, bringing the funds rate now to a range of 2.25% to 2.5%. The Federal Reserve making plain and saying that ongoing increases in the target range will be appropriate.
Yeah, look at that. That's right. Yeah, the market pumped after this. You know.
Yeah.
Bitcoin pumped. Crypto pumped. Yeah. This is last Wednesday. Everything pumped on this news.
Because I think Powell said it wasn't going to be, you know, they might not increase as hard.
Yeah.
In the next few months.
By 95 billion a month in the month of September. The Fed downgraded the assessment of the economy.
There you go.
Saying it sees softening spending.
There you go. That's what you're saying.
Out there and in the prior report, it still though sees robust job gains and a low unemployment rate, but it also sees elevated inflation. Notes a series of sources from that inflation, supply-demand imbalances, higher food and energy prices, and broader price pressures as well. Mentioning, of course, the Ukraine war as a source of inflation, but taking out the idea of the China lockdowns continuing to increase inflation. So that's maybe a source of potential optimism there. And finally, it was unanimous as to George who had dissented. Last time wanting 50 did not dissent this time. A unanimous decision by the Federal Reserve to hike interest rates by 75 basis points. Tyler?
Okay, thank you. Well, there you go. All right, moving on. More interest rate shifts. So this is what this is today.
Today.
This is today, right?
Yeah.
And we've already done one from today.
Where to today for the RBA?
Well, after having raised interest rates, Kieran, in May, June and July, it is highly expected that the Reserve Bank will again raise interest rates today. Okay. Most likely by
they already did it.
0.5%.
Okay. See you, buttheads. We know what happened.
Yeah.
You know. All right. This was last week.
This was Friday.
Last Friday. And
Yeah,
NVX
this was
just
interesting.
fucking
I thought.
pumped 13% on the
Yeah.
Thursday. Did it pump 13% on the Thursday? I think so.
I think so. Yeah, it was up.
But
like
anyway, it's down
5%.
13% today and yesterday, or a little bit more.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
about that. Our growth shares back. We should have done the fucking podcast last Thursday. We were pumping.
Yeah,
It was pumping.
yeah, we were. I
And
know.
now we're back fucking
We're back to where we were this time last week.
fucking roller coaster. Look at these two. Come on, yeah. We're
Come on.
pumping.
Uh,
All right. Yeah, it talks about how NASDAQ's pumping, everything's pumping, and again how the Fed Reserve increased their rates, and it just pumped. Just kept pumping.
Yeah.
Pumping.
It's just saying that potentially growth shares might start to come back into favour, which is interesting. Because that's what Novonix is. It's a growth share. Not actually making any money at the moment.
And when was this? 1st of August, Monday. Horse's birthday. Yep, yesterday. ASX shares are back, baby.
We're back, baby.
Baby.
Back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good on you. I like her. Okay.
Yeah.
So it came
5.8% went up in July.
Yeah.
Came back.
Well, they're not back. They went up and then they went down.
And
But yeah, you're right. Over the month,
again.
they're still up, aren't they? I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Motley Fool. We get a lot of those ones. Oh, look, the truth is that they're, a victim of wanting clickbait as well, because they're all about selling their courses,
That's right. And they just rape and pillage a lot of the existing articles. So I find it's a good summary, summarizing type place to look at stuff.
Yeah. Okay, crypto. Onto some crypto
this is
shit.
cool. Crypto, yeah.
So the two cryptos that I have are on ETH, on Ethereum,
Yeah. I actually bought some Ethereum last week as well.
Good on you. Wow. Oh, good thing.
Yeah.
So Ethereum has been pumping lately, and
Has
especially
been pumping.
mid last week as well. I think it's come down a bit today and yesterday. We could have a look. But yeah, this is talking about is crypto in the crypto world. ETA Ethereum's been stronger growth than Bitcoin.
The Bitcoin, yeah. Percentage wise, it's gone up a lot more, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Like 50% or some shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't see well there. Maybe we can pull it up on the screen. Let's have a look at this one.
Yeah.
This is, I guess, another Bitcoin
Yeah,
as well.
this was cool, this one. Yeah.
El Salvador. I haven't read this one. So what's this one, Grovesy?
So they're doubling down. They're going to buy more Bitcoin.
COVID-19.
Spicy cough.
Oh, sorry, Grovesy. What's this? Why El Salvador is doubling down on Bitcoin despite the 2002 price crash. So doubling down means buying more of this shit.
Buying more, yeah. Yeah. So they've actually issued $1 billion backed bond. Like government bond.
So they're going to buy $1 billion of fucking Bitcoin. Oh,
Bitcoin, yeah. They're going to sell bonds and then they'll buy Bitcoin with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting because I know they were one of the first countries to adopt it as a form of currency there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
which I guess goes back to our point, your dollar cost average into things as well.
Yeah.
And when it's crashed 50%, it could be a good time to buy. Might not be either, but yeah, thought it was interesting.
Here you go. Here's you sent this to me.
So this was some crypto Ponzi scheme.
Yeah,
$300 million.
Now all the scams in the world,
they're all unraveling.
Criminals in the world, it's all through Bitcoin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's not cash, And it was cash, and now it's fucking crypto. Because it's easy to hide. easy to transfer.
Yeah,
That's how
government's under
it is.
control of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but beware of scams, I guess, was the point of that.
yeah. And here's this: Bitcoin price dips. Is Ethereum on track to dethrone the top crypto? Bitcoin is up 22% since July 1st, while Ethereum has leaped 56% higher. This is today, yeah? August 2nd.
Yeah. Yeah, this was today.
So, yeah, wow, 56%.
Yeah.
It's July 1st. That's a big jump, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, no fucking shares really done that in that time.
Nah.
And
there's some merge thing they're talking about, an upcoming merge.
Was that Ethereum too, or, you know?
Something like, yes, I think it's down here. What are they talking about? That's
the
merge.
We'll see
September.
Ethereum blockchain shift from a proof of work to a proof of stake protocol. This will significantly reduce the amount of computing power needed to verify transactions, reducing costs and greatly slashing energy use. The merge is now slated to come into fruition in September after years of delays with testing ongoing. Okay, well, September's soon, isn't it? It's a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bitcoin, as we've discussed before, takes a lot of power
a lot of energy to mine
to produce, to mine, the amount of computing power needed to verify Bitcoin takes a lot as well. Whatever that fucking means. Bitcoin is likely to keep its proof of work protocol, which has seen the Bitcoin price come under pressure amid revelations. Of the tremendous amount of energy required to maintain the blockchain. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So is Ethereum going to be bigger? Or going to be bigger? Is it going to cost more for an Ethereum than a Bitcoin one day?
Potentially, yeah. Who knows?
Isn't that amazing if that happens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, talk like this is what's going to make it pump, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the fact they're going to make it so it's a lot less environmentally damaging.
Yeah.
A lot of people will like that.
Novonix, we talked about this, pumped 13% last Thursday. It was great. Wasn't it great?
A great day.
It's a great day. Look at this kid, you know?
I know. That was us.
That was us.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Soaring.
Well, fucking soaring. She's soaring 8% today, ended up 13% up.
Yeah.
You know, it's great. It's great.
Yeah. I was getting pumped.
This next article, why the Novonix share price is sliding on Tuesday. That's today.
It's today.
Fucking hell. That's us.
Fucking tanked. Yeah,
that's us.
Sliding down the slide.
Sliding down the tongue, the devil's tongue, eh? It actually was up at the start today, and I had a bit of a look.
It was.
Yesterday was up a little bit at the start, maybe. Anyway, it's all fucked.
Yeah.
Fucking Novonix. But
there was no news. There was nothing.
Well, speaking of news, this news came out, right?
That came out last week.
Quarterly activities report, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, this was great.
So can you run through this a little bit for...
Yeah. So this is the April to June highlights.
Yeah, April to June
with Novonix.
Nice.
Yep. So the main things of interest really keep going down.
There is Jeff Dunn.
There's the Grand Pooper.
Bull Goose Looney, Papa Smurf. 15. Oh, look at that. 9th of August, which is my birthday, which is next Tuesday, Gravesy.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a podcast on my birthday, 45 fucking years old.
Nice.
Next Tuesday, 9th of August, 2021. In a week's time, that's a year ago, that's where they froze shit.
So they announced it on
They
your
announced
birthday.
it, and you called me, and I thought I better answer. And you're like, happy birthday, mate. Oh, happy birthday. Had fucking kids everywhere. And, you know, and then the pregnant wife, it was trying to get to school. It's fucked. It's fucking chaos. But, you know, it's your birthday. You call. I got to answer in the morning. And, hey, mate. And you're like, happy birthday. Great news. You know, the NVX
150
is
million
fucking
bucks.
frozen. What were we then? Well, was it $7 or something? We hadn't hit 10, I don't think.
Might have only been about $3.
Yeah,
that time, I
actually, you're
reckon.
right. It was fucking heaps less.
I think after this announcement, it absolutely pumped.
Yeah.
It
So
just kept going up and up and
yeah,
up.
it wasn't $7. It was fucking heaps less. You're right.
Yeah.
So
From
it
about
went
here
from
to
$3
December
a year ago. It went from $3 to fucking
to 12.
$12.50.
Yeah.
Okay. Finished on 12.15, I think, on the day. And
Yeah.
then now we're back fucking a year ago.
Yeah.
Less.
Back to $3 effectively.
Fucking cunts. Okay. All right. What do you got here, Grozy? Tell us about NVX.
So, well, the interesting thing is they've still got $207 million.
Heaps of cash. $207 million.
Actually they actually haven't burnt much cash at all in that last quarter.
Nothing.
Which I think is partly due to the fact that, as we said, that a lot of them are probably still on holidays in America.
Yeah.
Because all the production facilities are in America, all the management's in America.
Yeah.
For some of them here in Australia, but so that's a positive. We've got 207 million still in the bank. So we've got shitloads of cash.
Yeah.
I think what they're waiting on, as we've been talking about for the last 6 months, is these bloody loans, which I thought we would have got by April.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it just hasn't worked out that way.
Which is a minimum of 100 million.
Minimum 100 million. So if you keep scrolling down, this is where we start to get really excited.
Yeah.
Look at that. Submitted US Department of Energy application for funding support of planned 30,000 tonne per year expansion through the BIF Act. And that's where you get your 100 million. So they've actually put a submission in for it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of ticking all the boxes, getting it all done, but it's actually in this quarterly now. So they've actually finally announced that they have actually applied.
Yeah. Okay. We haven't seen that before. Yep.
We haven't seen that before. So that's confirmation that they actually have done that.
Support plan 30,000 tonnes. When do they plan to be producing 30,000 tonnes per year?
I think that's in the next 5 years, I think.
Yeah.
So by what would that be, 2027?
And based on what we think they'll get for a tonne of synthetic graphite, you know, and I guess assuming as well they'll sell it all, which they fucking will, because the demand is just phenomenal.
It's going to be huge demand
for this shit.
Yeah.
How much will 30,000 tonnes a year bring in? 30,000 times.
The average price, I reckon, is about 20,000 US a tonne. So what's that? 600 million.
Yeah. Let's just do that. So 30,000.
Yeah.
30,000 times about 20,000, you said.
About 20,000 US. Yeah.
I mean, it could be more, but yeah, that's
could be more.
How many zeros is that? Can you see that? That's
600 million.
Like they're bringing in
so,
in a couple of years.
Yeah. So in Australian dollars, that's 600 million divided by, say, 0.7. That's the calculator's not working. About 860 million Australian. Yeah. So nearly $1 billion. But don't forget they got the 10,000 tonne facility as well. So it'll actually be 40,000 tonnes. So basically,
So add another quarter to that.
Quarter to that.
So over $1 billion fucking dollars a year.
Over $1 billion they're going to have in revenue.
It's a $1 billion company, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there we go. We've got Big Blue.
And don't forget, it's one